jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from South Philly. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Good.
First carry for Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Forced to his right. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
Gain of 19 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. Down to the 10. And he's in. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
Back to throw is Nix. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Play action now. It's Nix. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. On first down, it's Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's good for the Eagles.
Once again, it's Barkley. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Riley Moss on the tackle.
63.
A loss of a yard.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
At the 31.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. And Zach Allen there on the tackle.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. Hurts now. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jonathan Cooper. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Hurts to throw. He's got this one complete to Goddard. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Nick Bonito there for the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Great.
Now it's Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Troy Franklin, the intended target. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Broncos' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. 2nd, 3. 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 2nd, Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
I'll be honest, Mike. I think everyone in this stadium, when that ball went up, you're thinking pick. Fortunately for him, there wasn't a defender in the area, and he's able to reel it in for a nice gain.
And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up. Right back to the fullback. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
On second down, it's Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Nolan Smith getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it third and goal. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the ground, this is Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It is third and 10.
It's third and 10.
Throwing is Nix. This one intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Saquon. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. First down and more inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll give it to Dobbins. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will score. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. D.J. Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down throw for Hurts. Rolling right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos will take over possession here at the 44. it's Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Campbell on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
3rd and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On 4th down, here's Nix. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, Hurts.
At the 43-yard.
That's complete. Highland grants it. And he will score! Highland Granson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Saquon going to try to run it in. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 17. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Back to throw is Nix. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Great. Set.
Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal. At the 3.
Throwing is Hurts. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
So while there's some temptation to go for this ball, I think the smart thing to do here is take the 3 points, make this a 2-possession game. But I think he's at least considering it. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does here on 4th down. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
And the Broncos first down.
Hicks, now to throw it here on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Open man downfield. It's Franklin. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. Pickup of 46 yards. Here we go. First and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. Second and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Adam Troutman. Touchdown Broncos.
All right, so, Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Barkley, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And the Broncos are going to move out in front. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the make it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And off we go from Denver. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Second down, here's Barkley again. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, here's Nix. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go again.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
Now an audible here into something else.
At the Eagles' 14-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They'll get that complete to Franklin. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here. And
he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
that was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They're going. It's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And it is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. It's caught at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but, hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down on all of us.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Nick's going to keep this himself. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Nix to the air. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw is Nix. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
The Broncos will line up.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Broncos 14. Eagles 8.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Now it's Nix. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Here we go.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Oh, my son.
Back to the air with Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for him. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Eagles take over 1st and
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Nix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. And that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Nix from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nick's going to give the hurry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the Eagles' 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, Nix firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A 1st down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 63. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man, and he hits him in stride.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 9.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here now, 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. My name is Hut.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hold on, set. 10 hands.
On play action, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Here we go again.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
To throw. Here's Nix. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. And that is incomplete. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's the blade.